Yo, what's up, guys? Today I just want to go over some of the trades I took. This is just a new series, or kind of just something I'm gonna like a challenge um, to basically reflect on what happened in the markets today, and kind of my outlook for the next day. So going into today, let me go over my bias real quick and what I was looking at. So on the daily chart, or actually I can start with the weekly. This week I was bullish because if you look right here, reached about OTE on NQ, and if you look on ES, it was at 50% right there, and 50%. Um, Other than that, this week, yeah, I was like a bullish price action, and Monday, um, institutional order flow entry drawed this for value gap right here, which basically means we completely filled it and moved away. So for Tuesday, I was looking for expansion higher, especially at these equal highs right here, which were looking like pretty enticing, although we did not get that delivery that I wanted. So going into what happened during the day today, so in the morning, this is just that same fair value gap that we respected on the daily, but in the morning, what I noticed was uh, price kind of pushed up through this fair value gap right here, inversing it, and then at around the 6 hour candle, we were coming down, tapping back into this inverse fair value gap. So if we look back to what I basically saw back then, was something like this. So to me, this looks like a very bullish price structure, just because this looks like a market maker buy model right here, with our targets being these highs, and these highs. Additionally, we were basically aggressively traded through this fair value gap right here, and we were coming back to the inverse fair value gap. So that's where I was kind of basing my whole, I guess you could say, middle time frame bias, if that's a thing. So if we go to my lower time frame, then basically what happened was, this is after we tapped into that inverse fair value gap. I basically saw some displacement on the 5 minute away from it, and then I was essentially just looking to take it off, take it a long off this fair value gap right here, targeting those equal highs that I marked out earlier. Because on the 4 hour, it was looking very, very bullish to me at the time, although this ended up happening. But we came down, and I got filled right here, and price started to move away, which looked good to me. But as you guys can see, very quickly, I think I cut the trade. Yeah, I ended up getting fully stopped, but that happened. Um, so going into this, I mean, one, I really don't know where I messed up, but I think the main thing is just that price did not deliver today. And when I was looking for my entry, I didn't have a market structure shift at the time, which usually I do look for. Today I took the trade off of just displacement from a higher time frame PD array. So I wasn't really looking for a market structure shift, but I should have. Although we did end up getting one while I was in the trade later on. And then we did return to OTE. So maybe it is just one of those trades that don't end up working your way, because to me on the daily, like, this is a very, very high probability situation for me, where we come down, fill this fair value gap. I immediately am expecting the next day to expand higher. One thing that could come into play is that we do have FOMC tomorrow, and a bunch of like other international banks are reporting their the interest rates and all that. So price just might be accumulating, because if you look the rest of the day, we did just stay inside this range. So it may not just be looking to expand at the current moment, and it's leaving all that for tomorrow. We'll see what happens going into tomorrow, but as of right now, my bias is still bullish, just because right here We are still holding this daily fair value gap. We haven't inversed it, and all these equal highs, and my weekly bias is still intact. So let's see what FOMC and all these interest rates get us. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is day 1, and I'll see you day 2.